doing if you're not chilling? Chill out! Everyone
What up,
Come on in the car, y'all.
I knew it was you by the antenna.
You in the front, you getting in the back?
That's whatever.
I'll sit in the back.
Just coming through the right side for me.
This, I ain't gonna lie, I like this.
But real quick, I'll just do the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayoo Chill podcast. Y'all already know the business. We'll go ahead and take this down so we can see our guests in the back too. Real quick, if you could just let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Yo, it's the Young Stallion Ray Spitter. Y'all know what's going on. I'm on the Ayoo Chill podcast. One half of the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. 351 route right now. You know I'm a rapper too, so y'all go get that.
Hey, yo, chill. It's your boy Doughboy, the second half of the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. We here with the one and only, on the one and only spot where you can get this, especially in the car.
Hell yeah, yo. So it's a blessing to have y'all on the podcast. I've been checking out your podcast for like a minute now. I don't know when we first followed each other, but I feel like you guys caught me pretty early, like in my podcasting journey. I feel like I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like I've seen you guys for a while. So I'm blessed to have you guys here. What are you guys' thoughts just coming into the car and everything?
First of all, the creativity and wanting
word.
the whole, like, people do car stuff all the time, but y'all don't understand that this a camera that you just pulled from up there.
Yeah, it's a 360 camera.
This is exactly what I said to him. He said, "Yo, I think that's him right there." I said, "That big ass antenna sticking out his car." Like, yo, that is crazy. Yo, that is a beautiful.
We literally was just talking like, yo, how this joint gonna be? He was like, yo, he gonna pull up. Like, he gotta set the camera up. I was like, nah. He said, as soon as he get there, podcast start, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it to be like this, though. That's dope.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
How you got it going on.
Yeah, dude.
What kind of cameras is these? These GoPros?
So you got the Insta 360. That's a 360 camera. So I kind of have that starting out to kind of show the area where I'm at, and so people could kind of just like start getting into that feel. Jesus Christ. My bad.
Yeah, you good?
Nah, you straight. You know how that Jersey traffic is.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I have that to kind of show like the areas that I'm at. I kind of started that because you guys are now the fourth, I think, episode into the season. We've only released our first episode last week. And so you guys are like now seeing like what it's become now.
Yeah.
Like good, because before I was using the 360 camera as this camera.
Yeah.
This is a brand new camera. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Okay.
So this is like a 4K camera that's like smaller, handheld, usually used for vlogging. Now I use it in the car for this. And then I have one more camera that we're gonna use, which is like my main movie camera type shit. It like gets great stuff. That I'm gonna set up for the main podcast. But yeah, it's just three cameras. We got an audio interface that's inside of the glove box that I set up.
Oh, shit.
And that is, I don't even know what the fuck that's called, but it comes with a little remote, so I get to see if we're actually recording or not.
Oh, that's
so.
fire.
Oh, that's fire.
I ain't gonna lie, that's dope.
That's
Yeah,
great.
you gotta tell me the name of that. I might have to give me one of those.
Hell yeah, dude. It's cool because you could just bring it around. You can plug
Word.
whatever into it, and it's pretty reliable. And then I have a battery that's connected to that like has us doing this. But then the headphones and everything are connected to a kind of out jack, and then this is powered by a I forget what this is called, a power inverter that goes into the lighter charger thing.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
So yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like it was kind of a bitch to put together,
Right.
but I mean, like
I was
yeah,
gonna
we're
ask you
here.
like how frustrating was it? Like it probably was frustrating and like kind of like you was like I'm gonna do this at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I ended my relationship, or I guess I ended my tenure with the studio I was at before.
Word.
And now I'm kind of running broke. So I was like, damn, where's the next place where I could like, talk to people, I guess, in a more intimate level.
Oh, so you used to be at a studio?
Yeah.
I thought that was your house.
Yeah, nah, that was a studio for about like a year and a half. But the bills come running in. You're buying equipment.
Yeah.
I still have not made a penny from this podcast.
Hey, we with you, man.
Yeah.
We with you. I was in Target earlier. I'm like, yo, do I really want this microphone?
Yeah.
And then I looked at everything in my hand. I said, I'm gonna ring this up first.
Yeah.
And everything I ringed up to $78. I never went back to get the microphone.
Man, I ain't get that
I'm
microphone.
gonna get up out of here.
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, I be
Nah,
ripping
be
people
real.
off on Facebook Marketplace. That's what I be doing. People be like putting on microphones and like, oh, it's like 150. I'll be like, yo, I got $20 and I can pick it up now if you want. Sometimes
Yeah,
you'll find
I'm
people.
about to try to use that. The only thing with that, I don't be knowing the wear and tear on the microphone.
Mm,
So I don't want to buy it off you and then it go in 3 months
yeah.
because you've had it longer. Like you, even though you keep it in good condition, it
Mhm.
still go bad. It's like
Yeah.
a pair of sneakers. You can never wear the sneaker.
Mhm.
Take it out the box and it fall apart.
Word.
Yeah.
So
I know
guys,
that.
real quick, tell me a little bit more about like where you guys, each of you from? Are you guys both from North?
No, I'm from Jersey City.
Nah, he from Jersey City.
Yeah, I'm from
Jersey
Jersey
City.
City, born and raised. You know,
Hell yeah, I love Jersey City. I got mad love. What part of Jersey City?
I'm from downtown Jersey City.
Word.
Not that downtown that you see when you come out the Holland Tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm from the real downtown.
Yeah. Other part, the side that's like more connected towards like Greenville and stuff.
Nah, Greenville, a whole different section.
Yeah.
I lived in Greenville too though, so
Mhm.
you know, I
Yeah.
got both parts of the city.
Yeah, I got family that used to live by Snyder, like right over there.
I graduated from Schneider.
Oh, word. That's what's
Yeah.
up, yo. That's what's up. Yeah, dude, I got mad love for Jersey City, yo. Jersey City is like my second, I would say like almost like my second home, bro, because I just love the place. I think it's up and coming and stuff. The art
Word.
scene over there, the artists that are coming out there.
Definitely.
I think that's all Jersey in general. You know
Jersey in general got a lot of stuff going on for real.
And how about you?
I'm from North, the number blocks. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you something real.
Go ahead.
You have a destination.
Mm-hmm.
We was gonna take you there,
Yeah.
Oh,
but you pulled up with your own destination.
did you want to go somewhere
Nah,
specific?
it's cool. It's
Because
cool.
I'm down for whatever. If you guys want to go, like,
We don't even know where we're going right now.
Word.
We're just riding with you.
hell yeah.
We have no idea where we're going right now, but that's what he's gonna tell you. I am a in the words of Ray Spitter, I am a number block affiliate.
Hell yeah.
So, but I'm from North New Jersey. I'm from 9th Street to be exact.
Word.
And yeah, everything they say about North is mostly true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
It
that.
has its good parts, but the good parts is super small.
Mm.
It's like surrounded by like so say where we at right now. This is a good part. 5 footsteps to the left, it ain't.
Mm.
So yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from North New Jersey. I ain't from no other city, but I love Jersey as a whole, and I think Jersey got dope artists, dope artistry, dope everything. And I think people borrow our city and state. People borrow our state more than our city. People
Yeah.
borrow our state and don't give us credit for it.
Hell yeah.
Like my favorite superhero is Batman. They shot all his movies in North New Jersey. Downtown North is Gotham City.
Mm.
Sheesh.
But we don't get no love for that.
This is true. This is very true. And you know, you guys being in the Jersey scene, talking to like Jersey artists as well, exact same thing basically I do. You know, I feel like y'all could probably feel it more than anybody else, especially since like our passion of podcasting kind of relies on us creating a basis for the culture to cultivate and grow, you know?
Yeah.
So when it comes to that, you know, talk to me a little bit about then what you guys been seeing in the Jersey scene. Even though I feel like maybe 5 years ago, you talk about the Jersey scene, you definitely talking about us getting taken advantage of, no one recognizing us.
Definitely.
But I feel like a lot of things have changed within the past couple of years, wouldn't you say?
Now we moving. As far as like music wise, I feel like we moving. Everything's moving, and I like how everybody kind of coming together. You know, it's straight. I like I like the direction that Jersey is going in right now.
Mhm.
I like how the DJ Smalls just produced on Nicki Minaj album.
Yep.
Could have been he could have possibly got a Grammy. That's big for Jersey.
Yeah.
So you know, I like where it's going.
I don't think nothing changed. And the reason why I don't think nothing changed is because the whole time we wasn't getting the opportunities and the love and the looks, we should have focused that on the business part.
Mm.
And now that we don't have the business part in order and we getting the looks and everything, we're still not getting the credit because our business wasn't in order. So we know DJ Smalls did the Nicki Minaj record, and kudos to him and congratulations to him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the exact same time, there are other producers and other artists who ghostwrite, and the Wu-Tang Saga was shot in East Orange.
Yeah.
But it's not credited. And I'm not saying something on that level, but just even the up and coming guys, it's like, yo, your business and your affairs is not in order. So somebody can ask Ray for a feature because he does music too, and be like, yo, you get on the song with me, and he could be like, yeah, I got you. But his business not in order. He's not getting $1 from it. But he tries to flip it and go, it was the opportunity. Yeah, but if your business was in order, they had no choice but to pay you. Like some people have no choice. Like you can sit right here, right now, with Meek Mill or Drake. You can sit here with them right now. And when they leave, everything is all good. Everything is great. You got a song with them and all that. All that is fine. And then they record label call you and be like, yeah, we his publishing team, we have to charge you. That's not Meek Mill charging you. That's his business charging you. None of that is in order. Like I meet so many artists and I'll be like, yo, I like your album, yo.
Why it ain't
But
no
they took
streaming?
it down in a month, or you ain't got it on no DS. Like you're an independent artist. They say, oh, you don't get paid nothing from streams, but then if there's no record label in between you and the stream, nobody's taking the money but you.
Yeah.
Because a record label takes the middleman. Like they send the money to them and then they send you pennies. But if you don't have a record deal and your business not in order, who taking your money?
Yeah.
So what would you say are the biggest things that somebody could do to baseline get their business in order?
Well, the first thing to do, which is something I'm still working on to this day, figure out what do you do with your name. Because it's easy to use your government name. It's easy. But now you're a rapper. I have a friend that's a singer. It's 2 people on Spotify with his name.
Yeah.
Ray changed the way he spells his name on Instagram because somebody else has it.
Yep.
But if he owns his stage name, there isn't 10,000 Jamie Foxxes. It's Jamie Foxx. There isn't 10,000 50 Cents. It's 50 Cent. But there's 10,000 Lil JJs.
Lil JJ's is crazy.
I was looking for. do y'all remember the rapper Lil JJ from back in the day?
He wasn't a rapper. He's a
No,
comedian.
not the rapper. I'm saying Lil J. He had one record. He was a light skinned guy.
Nah, I don't know
This
no
was-
Lil
this
J.
I don't know him either.
I thought you were talking about just
Yo,
Jordan.
look it up. You're gonna see.
Lil
Go ahead,
JJ.
drop the
I
knowledge.
tried to find his song. He had one song. I went to Cicely Tyson. He came and performed because they used to do something every year. They bring a celebrity.
Yeah.
That year was his year. I've been looking for that song to show my wife. Lil J. When I type in Lil J, so many people pop up.
Lil J just too common. You know how many Jeromes, Jermaines,
But if you own it,
Jalils out there it is.
that is true.
All of them, before they even born, we gonna call him Lil J.
Nah, I get what you're saying, but when you're using it, alright, like my friend Jay Lucas, a singer. There's another guy on Spotify with the exact same name.
Yeah, so
Jay and Luke is very common.
Yeah, you got to type
You
in
know?
J. Dot
He
Luke.
even put the dot in the period. So
Somebody
now
else
it's
got
J. Dot Luke.
Mhm.
Somebody got the name.
Yeah.
And he just like, yo, how was everybody like, man, own it. Go own it. Own it and make them change it.
Yeah, either that or he just gonna have to do the full first name and then Luke.
Nah, but that's just an example I'm giving. The first thing you
Yeah.
need to figure out is your name. Because people can make money off of your name.
Nah, that's a
Right.
fact.
And you have no idea what that is. And then once you do that, depending on what profession you're in, now you got to figure that out. How does, like, if you're an artist, you do publishing. If you're an artist, you do music. Like, now you have to figure out the second part. That's on you. So, like, with podcasting, I had to figure out LLC, owning the name. Like, how does any of that work? Because I did all this with nothing, no knowledge of anything.
Yeah.
I was a 9-to-5er. Like, that's what I did. I went to work. I tried to get the best paying
Still
job.
9-to-5 was everybody.
Oh, no, we still
9-to-5 was everybody. We not rich yet. Just wanna throw that out there.
The podcast ain't paying
Don't
yet.
start pocket watching now.
Yeah. And we done had guests that'll give another platform views, but hey, it's a disconnect somewhere.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I just feel like people just need to do research. Because
That's
you
a
could
fact.
just do something like right now. All 3 of us can make a rap song right now and don't know how to release it.
yeah.
So it's just on YouTube.
Mm.
And YouTube only gonna give you so much money depending on the language you using, the instrumentals you using. So now you don't know what to do there. You know, people don't even know how to clear samples, and some samples be cheap. An artist might just be like, all right, give me $40.
Mm.
Don't even know how to clear samples, and now you just getting used.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just feel like people need to go. Yo, I'm up hours, like hours. Ray can tell you. trying to figure out LOC and all of that. Like, I'm up for hours doing that. And then when I start making money, all my stuff is in order. Taxes, everything. But nah, they don't do that. They make their little stage money. Oh, I know where we at. But they make their little money, they do that. They spend it all. And then be like, man, I ain't make no money in hip hop. Or I ain't make no money in carpentry, but you bought a Benz truck. Who made a lot of money? You just spent it.
That's true.
They don't ever take credit for spending their money. They just take credit for, I don't have any money.
So, Ray, what's your take on this then too? Because I know that you mainly, at least, started with becoming an artist first before you started getting into the podcast.
I've been an artist since I was like 12, bro. I tell the story all the time, man. I almost signed my first record deal when I was 9, man.
Yeah,
man. So my uncle, shout out my uncle Chico, man. Big Unc right there, man. I'll make sure I send him the clip when I tell him I shout him out or whatever. But he used to work somewhere, like he was working at the train stations or something. Somebody gave him a CD, like, yo, these my artists, you know what I'm saying? Check us out. He just happened to give it to me. I liked it. Their number was on it. I called. I'm like, 9. I'm like, yo, I sing. Yeah, I was an R&B singer back in the day. I said, yo, I be singing and all that. So he was like, oh, word, sing some. I sung. And, you know, he was like, yeah, we gonna sign you. Put your moms on the phone. I was like, I'm like, a word? I'm thinking it's up. Long story short, she got on the phone. Like, my mom could vouch the story. She got on the phone. It never happened. And I just started rapping out of nowhere. Like, because I grew up around mad rappers or whatever. And I started rapping. And now I'm here. You know? Start writing or whatever. And I just got in my bag. But as far as what he was saying about the business in order, I agree with that for the most part. You need to get your LLC. Luckily, I don't have any other competition as far as my name. But, you know, somebody has it out there for something else because they not a rapper. And they not me, you know. I'm the real race spitter. I'm just throw that out there. So,
fuck all the other race spitters.
Word. Word, I'm the real race spitter, man. I can't give you nothing else. But I agree with everything he said though, for real.
But all right, real quick, we're gonna end this first part of our podcast real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the camera, get some shots in, and then we'll start with all our headphones and shit, and really just get into it.
All right.
All right, yo. Well, we were talking a lot about Jersey culture before, but before we get back into that, I do definitely want to get into kind of the beginnings of the podcast. And I'll let you take that because I know Ray didn't come in. You used to have a other co-host when you first started off, and he moved to Texas. That's why the reason he's on.
Yeah, he did your research.
He did the
like
research.
That. Usually we the one that do research. I like that. I like that.
All right, so I'm gonna break it down to. I never get tired of telling this story, so I'm gonna break it down to you. When it started, it was just me. My first episode, I just listened to my first episode last night. Don't know why. Damn, it sound horrible. But I listened to it, and it was just me. And then I had one of my other, but this is actually a trivia moment. So when the pod gets bigger and we do a giveaway, this is actually the first question I'm going to do ever for a giveaway. Who was my first ever co-host? Because it wasn't even the guy that moved to Texas.
Oh.
So I did the first episode by myself. Good friend of mine named Ibn. I said, no, but they got to remember it. You got to look for it.
That's true.
I never said his name on our platform, but I'm saying it on here.
That's true.
So this good friend of mine, dude named Ed, he came. They finally met, like, on the phone. I put him on the phone, like, last week.
Word. Shout out my boy IBN.
Yeah, that was his rap name. So he came first 2 episodes. No, he did like 4 episodes with me. And my rules was, I don't care what the guests do. You can't. Well, this before guests. The host cannot come drunk. The host cannot come high, because I need clarity. If something's not going right, we have to be able to carry the show. He showed up to my house one time. It was episode 5. He showed up one time. He smoked weed. He was high as shit. He had the snacks. He showed up 6 hours late. Like we were supposed to record at 11 in the morning. This motherfucker hit me at 10 at night. I'm like, all right, bro. He came. I seen that he was high. We did the whole episode. I never called him back. He's still my friend. I just never called him back. Like, he just never came back. And one day I called my cousin. He like, yo, you ever started your pod? I said, yeah. He was like, yo, let me come do an episode. But it wasn't a co-host thing. He did one. I called him back that following week. He did it again. I called him back that third week. We never talked about it. He just kept coming back every single week. And he became my co-host. But that was in the beginning where all I had was audio because I looked at it as, yo, people working. Like right now, everything you just did to set up, you can't look at it through YouTube, but you could have had it coming through your car speaker. So that's how I shot everything, like just audio. I had a YouTube channel with nothing on it. Then my other cousin was like, he's a tech guy. He like, just put your audio on YouTube. I'm like, yo, you could do that? He was like, yeah. I still never did it. I'm like, yo, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not doing it. I'm staying away from YouTube. So then I was like, yo, I think I want to put it on YouTube. So my cousin, I'm trying to find cameras, you know. I ain't got the budget. And I'm trying to find cameras, and I can't figure it out. At this time, I just bought an iPhone 11. So I still had my 10. So my cousin, who's the tech guy, was like, use your phone. And I'm like, yo, what you mean use your phone? When I mean I knew nothing, I didn't even know this. Like, I knew nothing. So he like, yo, use your phone. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. Call my cousin like, yo, what you think? That's why my cousin only has 3 episodes on camera. So I called him. He was like, yo, try it. We just blindly shot it. The only lighting in the room was a ring light. But I shot it on my 13. So it came out beautiful. And since our episodes was only like 45 minutes, I kept shooting on that. It was beautiful. COVID happened. Instead of me taking advantage of COVID, I'm new. I just stopped doing it. And then he relocated to Texas. He about to get married, all that. A whole new life. I had my son. Came back to work. We always worked together and never spoke to each other. He stayed in his corner and I stayed in my corner. Now he's in the circle. But I came back from having my son.
That's my godson. I just want to throw that out there.
Word.
Boy, my boy Smoke, you know what's going on.
Oh, yeah,
boy.
big smoke, right?
You know what's going on.
He do the super research. So yeah, our coworker, I'll say his name, our coworker Chris.
Meat rack. Meat rack. Big knowledge in the building. Meat rackula.
He's these real nicknames too.
He gonna love this. He gonna love this though. He might clip it for himself.
He's my biggest fan. Watch every episode. He'll be the only person that can guess who was my co-host. He watched from episode 1. He watched every episode. So he told me, he like, yo, you know Ray rap? Even my guess was only audio. I'm like, where? He's like, yeah. He sent me Ray music. And then I listened to it. I'm like, yo, that shit fire. He told Ray I got a podcast. So he been wanting me to interlock with guests. So one day I'm working and he walked past me. And I was like, hey, yo, you rap? And he was like, yeah, you got a podcast? I was like, yeah. He only had Apple Music. Well, this before I knew what my pod, like I didn't even know where it was at. I just know it was on Spotify. I didn't know it was on other apps. So I sent it to him. And then he started critiquing it every week. Like, he'd call me like, yo, this episode was good. I feel like your co-host Aaron need to do this. Y'all need to do that. Da, da, da. And I was like, yo, come be a guest. And he was like, all right. He came up there. He was dropping his song Big Dog. He came up there. He recorded in my living room. This when he first met my son. He recorded and everything. Everything was fine. He just kept listening. He kept listening. And then when my co-host was like, yo, I'm leaving, my wife was like, yo, what you gonna do? And I was like, I'm probably just do it by myself. Like, but it's gonna be hard with me getting guesses. And then I was talking to him. We was going back and forth. We was having an argument about something. And I was like, yo, you should
Probably was music related.
Yeah, it was music related.
9 times out of 10.
But I was like, yo, what you think about being a guest on the podcast? I mean, my co-host. And he was like, all right, yo, it's whatever. He came by, shot 1 episode.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. When I seen that shit pop up, I said, man, hell no. I was just gonna let you keep talking. I said, man, hell no. But go ahead.
You can pause real quick. Yeah,
I'm about to
what's up?
book him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yeah, I've been talking to him for a minute or
Hell
whatever.
yeah.
He wanted to shoot it in Willie P.
Yeah.
But
dude.
I ain't know how that worked, and I ain't want to get thrown out the college or whatever. So I was just like, all right, but that's funny. So he came aboard. Remember, my cousin said use the phone. I've been using the 13. I found my iPhone 10. I said, that's what we going to shoot with. He like, all right. Now I need to learn about lighting because the 13 is great with room light. Man, I record. Man, that shit is hard. We look like ground beef.
Yeah,
And
that
then I'm
first
trying to
episode
light
nasty.
the video up and
That
expose
joint
you.
nasty. It got my knees all in the
Yo,
camera.
it looked,
like,
yo, it was horrible.
Shit
The
was nasty.
13 was so easy to work with. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was mad as fuck. I still put it out because I'm that kind of person. I don't care. Put it out. I did another episode. One of his friends called and was like, yo, if y'all could perfect y'all visuals, y'all got it. So then I told Ray, I'm a budget king. So then I told Ray, I said, yo, we got to get lighting. And he was like, all right. I said, yo, if I find some good cheap lighting, you'll go half with me? He was like, yeah. Found good cheap lighting. It was
I'm a cheap warrior.
two
Super
softbox
cheap
lights
warrior.
for $40.
If you can find it for cheap, that's me, baby.
Yeah, so I got it. And then we was only working with 2 lights. It was just me and him in my dining room. Every day we transformed the dining room into a podcast table. And then that got stale. And I was like, yo, it ain't that we not getting views, which we wasn't. It was just getting stale because it causes him to take time out his day and listen and look at shit he don't care about. So I'm like, yo, this is getting stale. I want to do guests. So I kept it friends and people I trust because they got to come in my house. Then my wife's cousin, he bought an event space. We interviewed him first. And when we interviewed him, when we was done, I was like, yo, how could I work with you to use this monthly? And he was like, yo, you family. He gave me a generous price. And that's what we've been at ever since.
Hell yeah, dude.
He bought his own microphones. I didn't ask him to. I would have provided the mic. But he bought this mic. Let me tell you the bullshit he did. He go inside the store. I'm not a fan of the store. It make my voice sound thin.
I'm still mad to this day about that shit, bro.
He got this shit for $10. And the dude was selling 4 of them. He only bought 1 of them. When he left and came back to get the rest of them, they was $100.
Mad as hell.
He said I should have just
dude.
bought it. It would have been $40 and we would have had 4.
$40
But-
for 4 is wild.
But I have a lot of friends that do music and a lot of family that do music. He taught me the audio. My first interface, he gave it to me. I was home practicing, studying. I'm always going to tell his story. He gave it to me because he got himself a new one. I got it. I'm confident. I'm going to shoot my first episode. The day I went to shoot the episode, that shit broke.
Classic.
Shit.
Classic.
He came to the house like, nah, you just don't know what you're doing. Like, he came with all his shit and everything. He like, my bad, bro. This shit.
I came to bro crib. Now I know you know what the iMac is, not the laptop.
bought
I
the
came to
hose.
bro with crib with an iMac. I'm walking through the parking lot with an iMac on the side of me. It was crazy. It was crazy.
And I'm like, yo.
All this just to show him like, yeah, this how you do this.
And the shit was broke.
Yeah.
And then it's the way I knew it was broke, right? Like, me and my wife sitting at the table with him. He like, nah, see, sometimes you got to wiggle the cable. I'm
Mind
looking
you,
at him like, that shit, bro.
Mind you, the iMac is broke. Like, I'm having trouble with my iMac already. I know if I turn it on, it's on for a certain amount of time, it's going to crash. Like, that iMac was crazy. But it had everything on it. Like, I had the music programs, plugins, all that. But it'd just freeze up and crash. So I'm showing them. I'm like, yeah, so, come on, man. But, I mean, we here now, so.
Hell yeah, yo. Yo, and that's crazy to hear because I feel like, you know, all right, real quick. First off, I've never been more comfortable because I always feel like whenever I do like any collab podcast with like other podcasters, like y'all just fucking get it, bro. So shout out to y'all for that real quick.
Appreciate that.
And
that's
the
what
second
we aim
thing-
to do for real. We
Hell
always
yeah.
say that, like, yo, we haven't had a guest or been somewhere else that they wasn't comfortable with us. You could go check us out on the Great American Hip Hop Podcast. Great American.
That's
Debate.
our first interview.
Yeah, hip hop podcast debate. My bad if I messed
yeah.
it up.
Nah,
Sometimes
you-
I just be forgetting. But the Godcast, that's what it's short for. GAWHD. Those the bros. That's our first interview we had did.
Hell yeah, yo.
And
So-
it looked like we knew each other for 10 years.
Hell yeah, dude. Nah, shout out to y'all, bro, because y'all really lit. This is actually like the wildest, like, first, because I always get, doing this car shit, bro, I'm not going to hold you. It gets a little uncomfortable and shit, but like,
Word.
I don't know. It's fucking dope. Anyway, but I think the plight of a podcaster is very similar in that sense, too, where it's like,
Word.
how you start off, bro, is usually fucking, it's rough.
Oh, for sure.
It's mad
Hell
rough.
yeah.
But
I ain't know nothing about this shit.
within the
Just
past
watch
couple of
it.
years, I've seen a lot of growth within your guys' podcast.
Let me
For
make
sure.
you. Let me make you laugh. What do you edit your podcast on? Like what software?
Like right now,
Yeah, like when you done with this and you go home and edit it, what are you using?
DaVinci.
Use a laptop?
Yeah.
Would you like to know how this podcast is edited? Cause we wowing you. So you want us to really wow you?
Hell yeah, bro. Let me know.
I shoot with a Sony camera, a Sony ZV-E10.
Mm-hmm.
And I edit the entire podcast, intro, outro, audio syncing on an iPhone 11 iMovie.
Word.
I just bought an iPad. I
Dude.
just bought the 10th generation iPad to replace the phone.
That is fire, yo. That is the definition of like what the fuck people should be. When people are like, "Yo, I don't have time for podcasts. I don't have the editing." That's fucking fire, bro. Fuck all this shit I have, bro. To be honest, bro. Fuck all this shit I have. And then it's crazy because I buy the equipment to upgrade and don't use it. Like, I bought a laptop. I said, "Yo, I need this gaming laptop so I can edit in 4K." The laptop struggles in 4K, so I gotta upgrade the stuff. So I use it to stream on Twitch. That's it. And I edit the audio. Then I send the audio because I use it used to be Anchor, but now it's Spotify for podcasters. I use that. Put the episode up there. That's where the audio go. I take the SIM card, put it in the thing, put it in, go to the SIM card, send it directly to iMovie raw. Send it directly to iMovie. Take the audio, put it in, download the episode. Because it'll go in as like 80 gigabytes and download at 13. Delete the raw version of it. Go back in, edit the whole podcast. Put the intro, the outro, the logo, take it all the way out, upload it to YouTube. And I'm not going to lie, I just told him I am now a firm supporter of AI. And they do my clips now.
Yeah, he told me that.
Hell yeah. How's that going with using the AI for clips?
I just started using it for just me and his episodes when it's just us. I haven't used it for a guest yet. But it cuts 3 hours worth of trying to get an edit. Like, I put the episode in, it makes me 50 clips.
That's wild.
And they cut them and shoot them. They give me an intro. They give me the hashtags. You can tell them, like, yo, I want it viral. I want it serious. I want it this. It does. I use Opus Clips. It said it does everything. Like, but I manually do everything for the pod. I just get on what he like to call YouTube University.
YouTube University.
He always say I'm a graduate.
Hell
And I
yeah.
taught myself how to use a real camera. I taught myself how to, well, he helped me learn the audio. The microphones are $28.
Yeah,
I use Behringer mics.
He turned up himself.
$28. The only expensive mic is the one he bought. I was just about to upgrade. The most expensive thing in our whole kit, I bought a Rodecaster.
I saw
Because
that.
I'm not about to learn. I'm not. What you doing? I'm not about to do all that.
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, because y'all don't see the ins and outs of this shit. What he doing, the creativity of this shit is just crazy. Like,
I appreciate it.
for real. Like, no pun intended. Hey, yo, chill.
hey, yo, chill.
Hey, yo, chill, man. Like, what you doing is dope.
I appreciate it, yo.
And we thieves. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh yeah, you telling me how to do all this. I ain't gonna hold you. I need to do this for
Yeah,
like
we think-
when I do my
Oh,
live
yeah.
joint. Cause I shoot my own when I do like the hanging microphone or the freestyle videos. I need that to do the live shit. Like,
Dude, I'll
That
tell
shit
you
is
what,
dope.
because for me, ain't no thievery, bro. Any knowledge that I could got anything that I could give you guys that I could help you with at
Word.
any point, y'all let me know, because more than music, more than podcasting, I love Jersey.
Word.
So it's
Yeah.
like, if you from Jersey and you trying to get this shit popping, not only are like you get like doing podcasts important, but like we're really cultivators of culture here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yes, we
Because
are.
you know, in that conversation we were talking about before, where it's like you need to get on your business. There's one thing that I think that's missing from Jersey, which, like, you know, everybody complains that like there's not enough love in Jersey, and I've said this on so many podcasts. It's so funny, but people say there's not enough love in Jersey. I just don't think there's enough unity, and it's like, what's the thing that actually brings people together?
I
And
agree.
I think, what'd you say?
I agree.
Yeah, and it's
agree
like,
with you.
what's the thing that really brings people together? And it's like, podcasts is somewhere in there, but it's really shows. It's places where people can gather and just show each other their music. So, like, for example, the company that I'm working with right now, Mad Minds,
okay.
we put some of the biggest shows for, like, not even just hip hop
I told
artists, but
him
artists
that.
in
I
general
told him that.
in Jersey right
I'm coming
now.
to that next one. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
ready, I'm
yo.
ready to rock the
Dude,
stage.
February 23rd. This is I don't know if this podcast will be out actually either a couple of days after that or before, the week before. I don't remember, but Yeah, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
like you go there, and not only that, like they've built for years. They've been building for like probably like 8+ years, and the people who go there really just feel like family.
That's
It doesn't
right.
feel isolating. It doesn't
That's
feel
right.
like you go there and like everybody's trying to be Mr. Hollywood.
Right.
Because I feel like that's what people think. That's how it should be, And it's like save that shit for Cali, because the
I
East
agree.
Coast is probably some of the realest people you ever meet.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree.
So
It's egos in Jersey, man. The egos really be separating people, and they really mess up the unity that could be. Honestly, like and everybody just, from my perspective, a lot of people are money hungry, and honestly, and I understand everybody want to get paid off their craft, and sometimes it just don't work like that. Sometimes it just got to be genuine. And you just be like, you know what? I like what bro doing. I'm gonna do something for him, or I like the song she got. She might not, he or she might not be a big artist, but I like that song. I'm gonna reach out to them. Even though I'm the bigger artist, I'm gonna reach out to them and say, "Yo, let me jump on that. Let me bring you into my world and stuff like that." But people that don't have mindsets like that, you see what they get. Some do get further. No lie, they get successful and they get all the rags and the riches and all that stuff. But some people don't, and they end up back where they started, and they like, "Damn, how I fall off?" Because you wasn't giving people that love, or you wasn't bringing people into your world.
yeah, yo, I think that's the biggest thing, man. I think showing love, and that's why this year my main thing is just like I'm gonna show as much love as possible. I don't give a fuck if you don't fuck with me. I don't care if what you think I'm corny. If what I think you're doing is dope, I'm gonna tell you it's dope. If you don't respond, you don't follow back, I'm gonna still post you up. I'm gonna
Word.
comment. I'm gonna show love, because the biggest thing I always say, to change a culture, you got to be the culture.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's
Hell
it.
Yeah. I agree
That's
with that.
it. So yeah, dude. So when I've been checking out what you guys been doing and checking out, like I was like, damn. I was like, these guys really, really, really doing it, yo.
I appreciate
Like,
that.
and it's fire, and I commend y'all for real, because there's not too many other podcasts. Do you guys know any of any other like podcasters out there? You had mentioned before the other podcast that you guys did that you said they interviewed you
Yeah,
on.
the Godcast.
Are
yeah.
are you familiar with any other like New Jersey podcasters?
Yeah.
Shout out a few. Beers and Bottles, of course. We had Louis J on our podcast. You got On the Spot. We ain't do nothing with them yet, but it's coming. Shout out to them. Shout out to Low. Shout out to Nas Boogie. Shout out to PBM Louis and GL too. Kick your ass in basketball. Don't forget, summer coming up, spring coming up, and
Spill a gem.
Spill of Gems. That's bro. Marcus Fire. Next Flight Out.
Yeah, that's Roddy. Going Forward podcast.
Going for a podcast.
That's our boy Stone World.
GDW Productions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his company.
Word.
Yeah, we know. I mean, how could I say it? Everybody has a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those people that feel like everybody don't have a podcast, but I am one of those people. It takes talent to do certain things with your podcast. Like I like me and him. I'll take you behind the camera. Me and him just had a talk like 2 weeks ago. We dropped the episode and he was like, "Yo, I feel like I could do a little more," and I was like, "Nah, you good." And he was like, "It's funny. It's the same thing I say to my wife. You work with me. If I ain't complaining about it, it's not a problem." And he know how I am. So if I'm not telling, if I have a problem with something he do, I tell him like, "Yo, so I think you need to talk more. I think you need to do more research, nigga. Like, I think you need to." If I'm not saying that, it's cool that you got it for yourself, but I'll let you know, bro. Like, it's some interviews we have on purpose. I let him carry it, cause him and the guests are just so, and I just back out. Like I speak here and there. I even edit it where it's more of them than me on the camera. Sometimes it's the other way around. That one thing I'm not is camera shy, like camera hungry. Like I edit it. I gotta sit in front of it like I'm tired. Like shit, putting it on just y'all helps me. 45 minutes just them two. All right, cool. But people think it's just turn it on and people just gonna watch it.
That's
And
a
it's
fact.
like, yo, you gotta go through that. And I tell him this with his music. Yo, you have to go through that. No one has a fan when they first introduce themselves. Not one person on planet Earth.
Your only fan be yourself. For
That's
real,
it.
for real.
That's
You're
it.
only fan.
Whoever your favorite artist is, whoever your favorite actor is, his first audition was the first time a human being seen him do some acting that's not like his mother or something like that.
Yeah.
No one has a fan. I I have one episode, my first episode, yeah, it's at like 300, 400 listens and all that. Man, that shit set at 1 for 6 months. I don't have episodes lap it, but my first no one has a fan. Cause he be saying like, yo, you put all this out. He's talking about his music. And then don't nobody listen to it. Well, you gotta build a fan base.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
turned up now, baby. I'm super turned up now. They done got the last dawn started. Boy, I was good 2024, I'm telling you. But yeah, man, I'm having a good 2024.
People just be discouraged. So like your style of podcasting, I ain't never doing this. It's unique. You do interviews too, but it's unique. Like this ain't my style. One thing about our podcast that people don't know, and I will never tell, they think it's rehearsed. Like the back and forth, the banter with me and him, and the jokes and with the guests. I was just on the phone today with Jay Wonder.
Love Jay Wonder, bro.
Yeah,
Love Jay Wonder. Shout out Jay Wonder, bro.
Jay Wonder's coming to the pod.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be
So
dope.
me and
That's
Jay
gonna be
Wonder,
dope.
me and Jay Wonder was on the phone, and I told him, I was like, yo, I'm happy we on the phone, we having this conversation. I said, you'll be surprised how many guests. That was their first time meeting both of us. He was like, yo, but it's so organic. Like it's like y'all know each other. I was like, well, if you treat every guest, that sound crazy. If you treat every guest like a woman you trying to talk to for the first time, if you know how to talk to women, you know how to break the ice.
Yeah, that do sound crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That did sound crazy.
But am I
ain't gonna
lying?
lie.
But think
But
about.
nah, I get the comparison, but
I get what
I'm
you saying.
glad, I'm glad you said it before you said it. He said
Right.
it's gonna sound crazy.
It's gonna sound crazy, but who teaches you how to break the ice? You trying
Nah,
to
that's
talk
a
to a
fact. That's a
woman.
fact.
Another guy ain't gonna teach you that because if I walk up to you, it's just yo, what's up? What's up? The ice broke. But,
Nah, but
who
like,
teaches you how to
even
break
the,
ice?
um,
Women.
Even the joint, like how you said, like everything it ain't rehearsed. That is a gift and a curse, cause sometimes it's like we can have a guest, and I probably know the guest, like especially if they from my city, I probably know what they got going on already. And then you get up there, you talking, you fuck around, don't even get an interview. Y'all just potting, like you ain't asking nothing important. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a gift and a curse. Sometimes it go the right way, sometimes it don't. But you know, you still gotta. Like you said, fuck it, put that shit out. You still gotta put that shit out. Like let the people know what's going on, cause you're only gonna get better every time you do it. You're not gonna, if you gonna keep doing this shit consistently, you're not gonna get bad at it.
Mhm.
You should get better at it. If you don't, then you need to switch some things around. It's a problem.
And I'm not a fan of interviews.
Mm.
And what I mean by interviews, you said, yo, we're the first people who get it. Because I'm not a fan of interviews. I don't want you to feel like you sitting here like, and when you was 3, and then you turned 12. And then you turn.
He said, "So
16.
take it back." He said, "So take it back a little bit." Let me
Yeah,
know.
like I don't like it's like that's cool, but there are people who want it professional. We can do any style of interview you want. If you want to come up here and just feel like you're a part of the podcast, we do it. And I don't think a lot of viewers understand that. The style that we're doing, and I know how to adjust on the fly. I know if you're
Word.
disinterested.
Mhm.
So since you're disinterested, let's just stop asking them questions and just bring them
Yeah,
in.
cause
Yeah, yo.
I don't like when we interview people. I'm not gonna lie. I think I told every artist that came up there, if I don't listen to you already, I'm only listening to you before I come to the podcast. So I
On
can
his way there,
yeah, I
yeah,
got
play their music.
yeah. That's
Mm.
I don't listen to you a week
Yeah.
before. I literally got to listen to you 30 minutes because it probably take me like 25 minutes to get to the pod. I'm listening to you 30 minutes before I get to the podcast, so I could be fresh on it. So if I only fall in love with one song, I'm gonna keep talking about that one song. I'm like, you was killing that one song. I'm gonna remember the name of it and everything. And then it's gonna be like the track after that too. It was good, but that one song
The track after that
was
too
crazy.
was good.
Yeah, it'd be that one song. Like, but like,
That track after that, was
believe it or not, yo, people love when you big them up. Like I really like noticed that during interviews, and of course we supposed to do that because we interviewing you on our
Yeah.
platform.
Mhm.
People love that. So when you show them that love, that's where that, like you said, you feel comfortable. You feel like, you know, like we know each other or whatever. So it's like that. I even had like shout out my videographer too. He told me like, yo, Two got it. He was like, yo, when I first met you, bro, that shit felt like I ain't see my homie in like 20 years or something. Like he moved away when we was younger, and I was just like, shit, that's just the vibe I bring, bro. I don't just be being myself. So
That's important. I appreciate you for being yourself.
word.
So many people don't try to be themselves. There's a difference in being professional
Yeah.
Mhm.
and still being yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But some people just literally don't be themselves. Like you could have pulled up on us with a ski mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
That's not you, bro. Don't do that.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like-
you,
it's like
when I
going-
seen you in the Teletubby joint, like you be yourself.
It's
bro.
like it's like meeting DMX for the first time and you just growling all day.
Yeah,
Like, bro, you ain't never, you don't even like dogs, and you growling.
you are yourself, and I appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, because even when I pulled up, I was like, all right, what am I gonna say? I was like, "Sup, fella?"
Yeah, like you was yourself. Like you'll be surprised. Like
But that's how you build a good. That's how you build a good. I forgot the word. A good rapport. There we go. That's how you build a good rap. What you just said?
Rapport.
Yeah,
Rapport.
rapport.
and you gotta be honest. I'm not gonna lie. There's levels to honesty.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
you can
trust
be
me.
honest like Joe Button and just be screaming.
Hell yeah.
Now
Nah.
you could be honest and turn somebody off. Like you could be like, you could say something real honest and it's not rude or nothing, but it's just the way you say it. Person just be like, yeah, I ain't fuck with him no more. It's over.
Yeah, I always try to be like, and I think this will be a funny conversation to get into, especially with other podcasters,
Right.
where it's like, man, very similarly, like when I started podcasting, it first started just to be with friends and stuff, and it was actually very similar to where you guys were doing music interviews and song interviews,
Word.
except mine was kind of like more. We had like a section. We started during COVID.
Okay.
And I used to have another partner who we will not name anymore. But we started off with like news, and then it was like music news, and then it was like sports, and then we had a
Okay.
community section too. And that's how we used to like organize it out like that. But like it just took so much research where it was like, I feel like my real skill, very similar to your guys' skill, is just like being yourself with people and then getting to know them through just like regular conversation. But with that being said, there has definitely been some people on the podcast and moments in the podcast where I was like, what the fuck is going on right now, dude? Like,
Hey,
what is going on?
yo.
There's no
Yeah.
chill in this bitch. And y'all know who the fuck y'all are. And y'all lucky I don't. Y'all lucky I don't talk my shit,
Stand
bro.
on business.
But hell yeah,
Stand
bro.
on business.
Nah, cause
Real
dead
shit,
ass. Nah, cause dead ass,
Nah,
bro.
you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Because it's like, bro, I set up, I scheduled this with you. All right, number one. If I, hell yeah, because it's like, yo, if I schedule shit with you, number one, you better come on time. If you not on time and you hella fucking late, then that already puts me in a bad mood.
Word.
Number two, I invite you. People don't realize sometimes because they only see like the video, they only see the clips, but they don't see you editing. They don't see the bullshit where you have to wait for something to render. They don't see you moving files. They don't see you typing the shit out you need to put
They
on
don't
up
see.
on
They don't
Instagram.
see you setting up. That setup be crazy.
Hell yeah, there's like so much time that goes into this.
Yeah,
so when
for sure.
somebody randomly asks, you know, because before when I first started out, and maybe you guys have had similar experiences where somebody's like, yo, can I get on the podcast?
I was just about to ask
Right?
you that. How do you deal with people that ask you to get on the podcast,
Dude,
and you're like, yo, I got a schedule.
I'll be. It's changed. It's changed a lot of times throughout the years. I'm interested to see what you guys say too. But when it first started out, I was begging people to come on the podcast. No one wanted to come talk to me because they thought I was like a loser. It was mad funny, like how that started out.
Yeah, this shit got. I'm mad. I didn't laugh right after you said it, son. Like you ever fucked your laugh up? I just did that, so I want to laugh so bad, but I can't because I'm too late. Like that's fucking hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But see, that's what you're saying. See how you just you see how you just were yourself. Like you just like, man, people said I was a loser, man. Like, but I'm gonna say this for you. Fuck y'all that thought bro was a loser. Bro a real, like he real. Like I ain't gonna
I
hold you.
appreciate it, yo. But yeah, that's how it started out. But then it started just getting into like, all right, who do I like? Like who do I actually rock with? Because then I realized I was like, if I just end up like getting randos on, because at first, like I told you, I'm really in love with the culture. I'm really in love with Jersey. There's nothing more that I want to see than Jersey grow. And
Who your favorite rapper? I don't mean to cut you off.
favorite rapper, like in general or in
Yeah,
Jersey?
in general. It get tough.
I'm gonna just go over liable. I'm gonna say J. Cole.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say J. Cole. That's over liable.
Yeah.
But like it's really just like a
Let me get
spread.
close to him. Yeah, say it one more time.
It's a spread.
Yeah. J. Cole, you heard him? You heard him?
That's fine.
Damn.
Alright, yo, nigga,
It's because
like
I've been to I've been to his concerts. I've seen him perform. You feel me? Like, but
My son J. Cole said he ain't want his rap name to be the therapist no more because it spelled a rapist. love Jermaine, man.
I hate both of y'all, yo.
I love Jermaine.
I hate both
I
of y'all.
love Jermaine.
But yeah, it started changing throughout time because I would want to just get like I care about everybody in the community so much
Word.
that like when anybody asked me for a podcast, it would be my first thing. Because then like when I went from going from like people not wanting to podcast me because they thought I was a loser to like people being like, oh, this is a platform I could use, and I was like, yes, this is a platform you could use. Like everybody, come on.
That's
So then,
what we trying to explain to
yeah,
people. Bro, come on here and get some free promo, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't charging you. Like,
yeah. And then it moved from that now into this year. And if y'all listening, if y'all the real ones listening right now, especially the ones who rock with Ayoo Chill, it's a whole different thing now. Because now I have way too many people who want to come on. And then I realized that I can't invest my time, although I want to. I can't invest my time into people who don't take themselves as seriously as I take my craft. There's just no possibility there. So it's like, you know, I get people hit me up and they have like 5 songs out that are all on just SoundCloud, and I'm not saying it has to do anything with the quality of the music or whatever, but it's like it just doesn't. I can't take them seriously, and then they look at me like I'm the bad guy. And this year I realized I was like, all right, if I'm really gonna make money off this podcast, and I'm just letting you guys know where I'm at this year, if the podcast doesn't work out monetarily this year, where I could even just break even, I have to like now. Change my time that I invest into this, because right now I'm 100% in, and like I'm kind of just rocking off the money I made and then just using all my savings, and I have a little bit of financial support from my family. Bless them for believing in like what I do. But after this year they said like, yo, we got to cut it off, you got to figure it out. And so now it's like, all right, so I could do 2 podcasts every month. That's what I'm doing now. I'm doing 2 podcasts every month, bi-weekly. And now to get on the podcast, you need a referral. You need a referral from one of my guests who have been on the podcast. Because every single person who I've had on the podcast, I rock with. Even though some of y'all have given me shitty podcasts, I rock with them, you know? So
I respect
it's referral now. Or the only like it's like referrals.
Nah, this shit fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
we going crazy.
It's referrals or it's like other podcasters. So like when Ray you reached out, I was like, I know them. I've been seeing this stuff for a while. I was like, that's an automatic pass for me because we're the culture. We're the culture cultivators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like us working together. This podcast right here is legendary just because it's like this is what needs to happen.
That's a fact.
This is what needs to happen.
Everybody need to collab. I agree with that. If
Hell
you're
yeah.
a podcast out here and you moving and you taking this shit serious and you on top of your stuff, you got to. I'm not saying quality got. Sorry about that. I'm not saying quality got to be the fire or whatever. But if you moving towards making it what it should look like, then you need to just be around who podcasting. You need to be on the I don't care what you think. You need to be on Ayoo Chill. You need to be on Biz and Bottles, Spill of Gems, Next Flight Out, On the Spot. Like I could keep naming them, but I'm not. The Come Up Show that you need to be on all that. Off the grid. You owe me a freestyle. Off the grid, like you need to be on those things.
Yeah, so like that's kind of how I go about like booking people now. Like I know like I only have after this I have 18 more people who are going to be on the podcast, which is crazy to think about, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
But at the same time I'm like, yo, like I really put all my heart, my passion into this. And I was like, if I'm going to drive you around in my car, if I'm going to set up all my cameras, if I'm going to invest into this shit, and like, dude, it's crazy because I do all this shit. And I don't know if y'all have ever had a guest where it's like you've done your research. Not only that, you've done your research, you've done your editing, you set up the cameras. They have no idea how many years you've been doing this because y'all been doing this for a long ass time too, right?
True.
And they're like, they don't think about how long it takes to get where you are. And then this motherfucker, like, you post up a post, and this motherfucker don't even collab post. Or they don't even fucking comment. Or they don't even put on your fucking song. What the fuck is wrong with you, yo?
Get him.
Dead ass.
Get they ass.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I support this message.
Hell yeah, because it's like, what
he
the
support
fuck?
this message too, but if he start talking, we ain't gonna get nowhere. He gonna like try ass up.
Talk your shit, because I'm good. Talk your shit.
Hey, yo. The first thing I want to say, right? I want to get this out before I say anything crazy. I could have held a grudge against you. Ray hit me. He was like, hey, yo, I got a podcast interview set up for us, right? So I'm like, who? He said the Ayoo Chill podcast. I said, He said, yo, he called you Amir. I said, what? He said, yo, he called you Amir. Yo, what happened 2 years ago?
What happened 2 years ago?
When I hit you up,
Did you hit me up 2 years ago?
hey, we spoke. This was his exact words. Look.
Tell me now, bro.
This was this nigga exact words. I said, yo, I love to collab with you. I mean, he said, what you got in mind other than you coming up here and me going up there? I said, damn, bro.
Straight to the point.
I said, yo.
Oh, bro.
I said, yo, we can figure something out or whatever. He was like, cool.
And that was it.
And I ain't speak to him for 2 years. And
That's funny.
And then y'all all boys and shit.
But look,
He
though,
like, yo.
this the funny thing. Look, this for everybody that's gonna watch this episode. It be like that, son. It really do be like that, man.
He
Don't lie.
like, yeah, and I mean, he gonna send the invite to the podcast thing, the calendar. I accepted that. I run the email. I'm like,
We've had guests. We've had guests we spoke to.
Bro, it's funny.
Literally,
I'm so sorry.
We had a guest. We was setting it up. They come with another guest that we interviewing.
yo,
So it's like shit happens, bro.
we had a guest tell us, like, yo, I'm busy, but I'll come up there. We had another guest come up there and had him with him.
Word.
I'm looking like,
So you,
now mind you, look how crazy the domino effect is. The guest that we interviewed did the same thing to us. He was like, yo, I'm too busy. So we booked another guest. That guest brought him. And then when we booked him, he bought the other guest. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, this is like a tree. Like, so the collab shit, yo, let me tell you how much it fucking let me tell you how much it make me mad when these motherfuckers don't collab. They'll tell you yes. You'll be like, yo, it's all right if I see you. Yo, you could just tell me. Just send one collab. I'll save it for the right date, which is the day your episode come out. We can collab right there. Because I've learned too much promo will kill your shit just as much as not enough promo. So I changed the way we promote. We promote if I feel like doing Tuesday, but every Wednesday and Thursday. Those are the promote days. Because when they see it, they want it. And if I do it on Monday, you waiting Tuesday, you're going to forget by the time we get there. So I don't understand how we had the councilman of North New Jersey on our podcast, and he collabed with us.
Word.
What the fuck is
We
you
got
doing?
people
That
still
you
liking them
like what are you talking about? Like I've had, and people like, this is content for you too. Like I told Jay Wonder today, he sent me a song and he used a part of the podcast where me and him was talking about him. And I said, Joe, you ain't have to call me to get that cleared. He was like, nah, this. I said, yeah, you know how you can repay me? He was like, what? I said, answer these collabs.
Word.
I said, because every time you come up here, I'm stealing your fans and you stealing content. So why don't you want to come up here and make this content the best for you? You can put it in music videos. You can do whatever you want with it. And he was like, yeah. I said, yo, but for some weird reason, fun fact, you know who did that to me? Samar Savage. I ain't got no beef with him. That's my boy.
Yeah.
But
I missed this episode. I'm
son
sorry.
collabed with me
We could have rapped together.
for like an hour. Took it off and sent me a DM like, yeah, I just wanted to get it out there, you know, get it. I said, damn, bro, what's up there for?
Everybody still asleep, man. Everybody see that?
Everybody see that? Then I'm up there. Your shit been up there for like 4 months. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
Bro, it is funny the way artists kind of like, it's funny. Number one, real quick, just to bring it back real quick before I do apologize for whatever crack I was smoking 2 years ago, bro.
Let me see if I still got them DMs.
Yo, dude, pull them up. That'd be
Screaming.
hilarious. But while you pulling them up, it's mad funny because I feel like I had a problem. I think like maybe like a couple years back, especially when I was still in the studio, of like, you know what the problem is? I wasn't surrounding myself with people who knew what I was doing. Like, I didn't surround myself with other podcasters, and I wasn't surrounding myself with people who taught me how to be more humble. Like, I felt like I was humble before, but at the same time, I had people whispering in my ear, like, you know, like, yo, why the fuck you giving this man the time of day? You know what I mean? Or like, you know, like they be looking at like, you know, your podcast and my podcast. Let's say like there's like 50 follower fucking difference or some bullshit like
Right.
that, right? And they're like, yo, you got 50 more followers or 50 less followers. Like, bro, like why you even? I was like, yo,
I say this
who
all the time, bro.
cares?
You don't know what you can learn from somebody,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
You just don't know.
And I think that like too, like my mission, like I think everybody's like mission statement, like a company talk about that, like, oh, what's your company's mission statement?
Yeah.
I think my
What is
mission,
that?
my like mission statement is usually like the values. It's basically like usually like a paragraph that describes like what are the values of your company, what are you guys trying to do, and like how do you guys plan to do it. And it's like my mission statement. I realized for like the podcast is very much now refined into like my mission statement of like life,
Word.
where it's like I want to dedicate my life to Jersey. I want to dedicate my life to the culture. I want to dedicate my life to the people. I want to bring this state into an era and find the people who will help bring this state into an era which is just so much better.
Word.
And so like that's what really killed my ego, because then I was just like, yo, fuck, I don't care if you have 5 followers, I don't care if you have 10 followers. If you love what you do and you in Jersey and you like trying to support it, then why even care? You know what I mean? So I'm very interested to see what my DM said, bro, because that's wild. I'm on some wild shit, and I very much apologize for
So
that shit.
boom, I hit him up.
Hey,
Right?
yo.
Let's see it.
Not the professional paragraph.
Right? Professional.
The professional paragraph is crazy.
I mean,
'Cause the way I hit people up, be
I
like,
was
yo,
like, yo, I love to collaborate with you, man. I see what you're doing. I mean, all that New Jersey.
big him up.
He hit me back, of course. I would love to collab with you. Thanks for reaching out and anything. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm from North New Jersey. Da, da, da. He said that he based in Boonton, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, boo.
All that.
shout out Bootin'.
And then he was like, what you think of collaborating? Any ideas besides us being guests on each other's podcast?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know, we could come together and brainstorm. He like, yeah, man, maybe we could get on the call this week. You know, we could brainstorm, you know, put some stuff together. I said, man, we could definitely get on the call this week. That was it.
Damn.
Hey, I was screaming.
He never read it. Then I asked him about a book bag that he wore in one of his vlogs in New York. He told me where it was from, and that was the end.
Hey,
We
yo.
never. The last time we spoke was March 23rd of last year. That was my birthday. He ain't even wish me a happy birthday.
Hey, wish me a happy birthday. It's crazy.
Nah, bro, that was my co-host with the black hair, bro. That was my.
I'm screaming.
That's definitely who I was talking
I'm
to. I was
screaming.
talking to the black-haired version. You right. You right.
Fuck that dude,
You
bro.
right.
Hey, yo. We hitting that.
He was finer too,
so,
bro.
so two of y'all was running the page?
Yeah. Well, who?
Like, I'm saying, like, because he run that, I don't care what you think. Anybody that got a problem with I don't care. He run that page. I don't run that page.
They don't never have a problem with me. They had a problem with you from your personal page. This nigga be wilding on his personal page.
Hey, yo, look.
People unfollowing the podcast. I'm like, yo, what?
Hey, yo.
They like,
Hey,
yo, that
nuts.
other guy. They like, I'm like, what?
Hey, man, shout out. He know who he is if he see this. Shout out to him, man. We cool though, like, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. At the end of the day, it's all love, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like you know, you just learn and stuff. And you know what sucked before though? I was really bad at responding to DMs. I really put a cap on that shit this year.
Word.
For sure. Because like, you know what? I feel like and you guys probably deal with this too. It's just like when people see your podcast, they get
Yes.
what's the right?
Yes.
Gassed? Yeah.
No, you right. Yes, I know what you about to say. So yes.
Like they just get over fantasized about it. You know
I
what I
had
mean?
somebody DM me like, yo, man, you just had my brother up there. Bro, I don't even know who you are. I didn't even know he had brothers.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I just don't like it when people like wild out too much, and then like, you know, they also don't understand, because I've also had people, and you probably deal with this too, where people be like, yo, what's up? And then it's like they in your like I hate how Instagram does it, where you have the requests and you have the hidden ones, right? Dude, I can't tell you how many
I hate
DMs I've gone back to
That's a
where it's just
fact.
like, oh, you too big? Fuck you then, bro.
I ain't getting none of those. I ain't getting none of those. I ain't
I've
getting none
gotten
of
them
those.
shits before,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I haven't gotten none of
And I'm
those.
just like, yo, what's good with you, bro? Like I just
See, I don't, when I reach out to people, I text how I talk. So I reach out to
I will say it to him, but I would never reach out to the person. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like when he asked me, he was like, yo, what up with the thing you was trying to do at your child? I said, he ain't answer me. Fuck him. Not just like that. But I wouldn't send like I wouldn't send it to you. But
yeah, we definitely coming like that. Like we on the journey, like
I'm
I hit
just never
somebody,
reaching out again. It's like, fuck it.
I hit somebody. If I hit you, we talking or whatever, and then it never go nowhere. Fuck,
Fuck it.
whatever.
It come back around when they need to come back around, though, for sure, dude. And it's a blessing having y'all on, for real. Like,
Nah, for sure. Hell yeah, this shit
that
dope.
is a blessing having y'all on. Fuck, I was gonna say something, but I just fucking had a brain fart.
I always like when I reach out to people. Yo, you trying to come to the party? What's up? Ain't none of that extra.
Nah.
How you doing? Good afternoon. I'm not gonna lie. It depends on who you is. Like if I'm hitting up like somebody like a celebrity, yeah, man, how you doing? I got this podcast in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I like to have you up there. But if I'm just hitting somebody up that's local, yo, what you doing? What you doing on Thursday, man? Pull up, man. We can do something.
Yo, this is bothering me.
What's up?
And I told Ray when I seen you, I was gonna ask you. I need 100% proof. Yo, that's really you singing opera?
Yeah.
Badass?
Yeah.
He said that
100%.
too.
I went to William Patterson. I studied sound engineering. I told you guys, and I majored in classical euphonium, which is like mini tuba. That's what I majored in, and then I minored in classical opera.
You shooting a podcast?
Hell yeah.
It's a podcast. Hey, yo, chill.
Hell
Yeah.
I don't care what you think.
Real talk. How hard is it to sing opera? Like you can do it on the spot like R&B?
Yeah, kind of.
Nah.
Yo, you gotta do it.
I need something.
You gotta do it. Yeah. I need proof.
I don't care what you do.
Shit.
I need something. Oh, he about to go crazy. Let me introduce you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll give you guys a little something, bro. I don't know. I don't
Yo,
know what
I
else.
need. Yo, I could not.
It's about to get real.
Yo, I could not believe that was him when he did it. Because the way he told the person, he's like, "I'll do it right now." The guest was like, "What?"
Which
Yo,
one?
and that was a funny time too, because like that's when I was what used to be on that time of the podcast was like I wanted like a fake viral moment,
Yeah.
and it was like it was supposed to be fake, whatever, right? So then, but I wanted to catch them off guard sometimes. So what I would do is like at the end of the podcast, back in the studio, I'd be like, all right, we finished the podcast. I'm like, yo, just whatever you feel, just do whatever you feel. I don't care what you do, but like just react like this is your first time coming into the podcast. And they're like, all right. And so with him, I was like, all right. So I set it up, and I literally just did this. I put on the freaking karaoke. I didn't warm up, fellas, so sorry if it's a little raspy, yo.
Hey, yo.
Oh shit, my shit fucked up.
Oh,
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ray Split Up the I Don't Care What You Think podcast.
I gotta take my headphones
And
off.
we have the hostess of the Ayoo Chill podcast, and he's about to sing opera for you guys.
nessun norma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tramano d'amore
Hey,
e
yo, chill.
di speranza.
And I'll skip to the big. Let's see.
Yo, he
Okay,
did that off the spot. This ain't no editing.
Word up, yeah. Ed il mio passio scollegri il silenzio che ti fa mia.
And it has this little like.
Yeah, you got it. You ain't got it. I
ain't
got
gonna
my
lie,
proof.
that was amazing.
I got
ain't gonna
my
lie to
proof.
you.
You good.
That was amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I could do a full
I'ma
version
need you.
whenever we do our
Yo,
shit back.
I want you to sing on some shit for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need to sample that shit. I don't think nobody. I ain't hear nobody sample no opera.
I've never heard opera live.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, opera's one of my favorite things, dude. It's one of my
What
favorite.
language is that?
That's Italian.
Wow.
So yeah, dude. And
Are you Italian? You're not Italian, right?
Nah, I'm Peruvian.
Word.
I'm Peruvian.
Oh, my mom's supervisor, not supervisor, manager. She was she was Peruvian. She loved me. She supposed my birthday was 2 days
to
ago.
do with anything?
She Peruvian. She
trying to relate. Let him do it.
she Peruvian. I've been around Peruvians my whole life.
be like, yo, I know Peruvian.
Ever since I was a
I'm
kid. I've been around
saying
Peruvians my
like,
whole
what?
life. Yo, I ain't gonna
That's the way
lie.
he said it. I'm
Shout
thinking
out
about
to
to
y'all
say his
Peruvians. Let me
mom
tell you
said
why.
it.
Y'all party like you know how they say yo Spanish people party for 3 days straight. Y'all party like nobody can go home. Whoever come in this house, nobody's going home. We gonna party until everybody go to sleep. I swear to God. I went to a Halloween party with my mom's manager. She would not let us go home.
Yeah.
We trying to
believe it.
leave. We in the car. She would
She
not
tryna eat
let
your-
us go home, son. Like, it wasn't
tryna
nothing
eat
else
your-
left to do. It wasn't no food. The music was just going. Boom, boom,
What?
boom, 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 boom. Like, they were wilding. It was fun, though.
Hell yeah.
Had a good time.
But yeah, shit. Where were we at before? We talk about guests, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oh yeah, nah, I got you. I
Hell
remember
yeah.
where we was at, but that opera shot, I just needed proof.
He
Hell
said he was
yeah,
gonna ask you
dude.
that
Nah,
shit,
dude.
too.
I'm glad I was able to fulfill that for
Nah,
you.
you got you gotta come to the studio, man. We gotta record that. Like,
Dude, I'm
we-
always down. I used to
yeah.
make music a lot too, man.
Word?
Yeah, I used to make
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
we gotta- we
music.
gotta record
I used to
some
be
joint
in
for the
a
next project.
hip hop group. I guess
What's the
you
name
could
of the
call
group?
What was the name?
it,
Yeah.
Melting Mindset. Shout out Melting Mindset, yo.
They still rap?
Nah, we broke up mad long ago.
Word.
I actually made a fun little song with 2 of the members recently.
Word.
Serious
I ain't gonna lie.
question.
I thought you was about to say I actually made a diss track to them guys.
Serious question. No lie.
Yeah.
They call what?
Melting Mindset.
How many white people in that group?
Fuck you, bro.
Like 2.5. 2.5. It was like 6 of us.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew
You
it.
gave us some opera. You gave us some opera. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, what was you doing in the group?
You was rapping.
I was mainly singing, but I also
Okay.
did a little bit of rapping.
Whoa, there we go. Bingo.
Yeah, a little bit.
You was rapping. I need a
Yeah.
16. What we doing?
Nah, I'm a terrible rapper. Yeah, I don't know why it is, bro. You know what the problem is? Again, like my friends, I used to be decent at like making up some short bars and stuff.
I get you.
I'm definitely a writer more than a freestyler.
Word.
But you know when you're in the car with your boys, you put
Yeah.
on like that YouTube beat or whatever.
for sure.
Y'all start rapping. I'll do that with my friends. And like they were terrible, so I would be hitting bars, and they would just let me do the whole beat, and I'm like, it's not fun if I'm just doing it by myself.
Yeah,
But then all of a
facts.
sudden, I'll tell my boys and pause real quick because it's like, all right, he's like, all right, yo, I be hitting the lick. See my boy's pants, he got a big ass what? And I'll be like, yo,
Hey, yo.
I was like, why is it so easy to rap about that shit?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Nah, you good. You good. I play the pause games. That shit is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, I don't play the pause.
Yeah, I
They
play
hate
the
me
pause
for
game.
it.
I pause anything. That shit is hilarious to me. Pause.
So, tell me, fellas, I want to know something about your top, and you don't have to say no names unless you want to, at least for the top. But your best and worst podcast moments. I was interested in that.
You go first, bro.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, our worst part. Damn. And it's crazy. He misses it by this much. So I ain't got to say his name. So it's not a guess. Our worst podcast moments will have to be the early ones I shot with him when it was bad editing, bad camera work, it just fucking sucked. The first 2 episodes we did together, I didn't know how to do thumbnails. We on that shit looking like Negative Edge from Luigi and shit. We look crazy. So those are to me, that's our worst moment. Is when I couldn't, because that was a failure on my end, not his end. He just had to show up and talk. And honestly, I used to always say it was a certain guest that became our best moment, but it's not the guest that has became our best moments to me. Our best moments to me is what our guests say about us at the end of their interviews. Because when the camera cut off, I cut the episode where the audio cuts at. So you hear nothing after we say bye. You hear nothing. We done had artists come up there and compare us to Gilly and Wallow.
Mm-hmm.
We done had artists come up there and go, yo, this was fun as hell. We done had artists come up there and say this is the best interview they ever. Your boy Samad Savage told me, I did mad interviews. This was the most informative interview somebody has ever done on me.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? So stuff like that. Like I done had we done had the rapper Damn Girl come after I interviewed her. She wanted a hug. So their reaction to us doing a good job.
We had Kia come up there, and she told me I was a bum because I wasn't in her interview, but she don't want to battle me, though.
Yeah, so oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, she don't want to battle me, though.
But
Don't want that smoke.
But
She don't
I
want
will my best moments with that podcast is that when he talk about his videographer, Two Shot It. That's what it's called. That's his name.
Yeah, Two got it.
Two got it. Two got it, and them told him because they shot his music video. They told him like, "Yo, that was dope. We have not seen Crutch smile like that in a long time."
Word.
That's what I so when I have certain people go, "Oh, I don't like y'all pod. Y'all joke too much. Y'all play too much."
Y'all curse too much.
Yeah, the old
Fuck
people.
what
though.
y'all talking
Yeah.
about. I need to curse. I don't curse, it ain't gonna come out right.
And I tell people all the time, everything's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And I understand that. Everything is not for everybody, and people don't understand that.
Facts.
I hate drill music with a passion. Because, and I'm going to say it just like I tell him in private, They sound like they got a bunch of shit in their mouth.
Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move wax, they know I got bands.
Not them. I understood that. But when they do this, what the fuck are you saying, bruh? Then it's bad. Hit him with What the fuck?
If he ain't by himself, I'm hitting his shorty.
Then you look the shit up, right? It ain't like Twister, Bone Thugs and Harmony, or even Buster. It ain't like that. Like you look it up and be like, oh, they speaking some shit. You look it up and that shit literally say, bow, keep it a stack, bow. He getting shot in his back, bow. If his man gonna miss, why the fuck are you rapping it like this? Bow, 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 bow. Like, what the fuck are you? I fucking hate that. But the beat be jumping. But
BB going crazy.
I hate the way they rap, son. But every once in a while a drill rapper come through that I like. But it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for everybody. Like, the attachment the world, and I mean the world, has with Drake, I've never had.
Mm.
And I understand every word Drake's saying. Drake makes some fire music. I'm just not attached like everybody else is.
After
Like,
Hours and
where it's
Emilinos,
like, yo, Drake about to drop. We need to stop living to go. I never do.
the contract.
I play it and be like, oh, that shit was alright. Don't go back to it. But
But
everything's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite podcaster?
At the moment, Loki is Kill Tony.
Okay, I've never seen him ever.
It's a comedy podcast.
But you see what I'm saying? I've
Yeah.
never seen him ever. Everything's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best example I could give. But people just swear because they swear by it, you must swear by it. My favorite rapper of all time is Nas. I've only met one other person in my 34 years of living that feels the same way I felt about him being the greatest rapper of all time.
I woke up early on my born day. I'm 20 years of blessing. The essence of adolescence. Leave my body now fleshing. Ooh. Man, money maintain. He said when I was younger, I used to do my thing hard, robbing foreigners, ripping for their Jews, they cashing in their green cards. Ooh, that got my first piece of ass, smoking blunts with hash. Now it's all about cash and abundance. Niggas I used to run with is rich or doing years in the hundreds. I switched my motto. Instead of saying fuck tomorrow, that buck that bought a bottle could have struck the lotto. He was wilding on that shit. AZ watched him though, but he was wilding on that shit.
But nah, I understand that. So like, I told a guy who we viewed one of my episodes, he was like, yo, y'all was playing around too much. Y'all was being too friendly. That person has a whole career. Do your research before you bring guests up there. Like, he was going on for me. And I said, thank you for your criticism. I'm glad you watched the episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. He said, nah, I ain't enjoy it, but thank you. Yeah, he was like, yo, I ain't enjoy it, but thank you for taking my criticism. I literally told him, you see what the name of my podcast is. I take into consideration what you just said, but I don't care what you think.
Podcast.
It's named after my personality. I don't give a fuck how anything. I don't care how I offend anybody, if I'm being honest with you. So
No lie.
the pod is named after me.
And it's not a coincidence, but it is ironic how his co-host ended up being me. I don't give a fuck what you think, neither.
Like, my aunt commented on one of my shit. She was like, y'all cursing too much. I said, you too old. It ain't for you. She told my mother, like, did you hear what he said to me? My mother called me. I said, Mom, am I lying? She was like, what? I said, Mom, do you watch it? She was like, nah, y'all curse too much. I said, you old. It ain't for you. You 60. Like, this is not for you. When I'm 60, it's going to be the same shit, just at a 60-year-old mind frame.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for, like, I understand, like, we be talking to niggas who love Castanet. I'm not into him.
Yeah.
It ain't that it's whack. It's just, I be watching it like, what the hell is he doing? Like, he just there yelling and shit like that. I be like, I be like, yo, it's not for me. But then somebody else would be like, oh, nah, you crazy for not liking Castanet. Nah, it's just not for me. It's not bad. You can't even grade streaming, but it's just not for me. People don't understand that. Like, we had an artist, I can say his name. We had Crimmy up there. I told Crimmy at the table, yo, when he first played this shit, I ain't like it. It grew on me. I like it. I literally told, he wasn't mad or nothing. He was like, I feel you. I was like, when he first played it, I was like, nah, I'm all right. I said, but nah, you good now with me. He was like, that's what's up. I made you a fan. Why the fuck everybody can't feel that way? Is that what I don't understand?
Word.
And I just wanted to touch upon some of the points that you brought up there, too. Because number one, I had no idea how this podcast was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I
You was
feel like
nervous? Was you nervous?
I wasn't nervous, but I was definitely thinking. I was like, damn. I was like, because I've been doing my research. You know what I mean? Like, and I was looking up about like how your pops and martial arts and everything.
Yeah,
Oh!
Yeah.
I know he ain't talking about KCS.
He calls my father Kenny the Slayer.
Because his father was a porn star. Yeah, we gonna get that out there. His father was a porn star. KCS.
I thought you said Pawn Star first.
Porn star. Lexington Steele, for all y'all out there acting like y'all know who Lexington Steele is. Y'all know who he is. Y'all grew up in the 90s. Y'all grew up in the 2000s and 10s before that. Yeah, he told Lexington Steele everything he know. KCS, Kenny the Slayer. Let's get it.
Damn, I heard he got black belts, but I didn't know who was giving them to.
Yeah, so tell him that call that I got from KCS
Fuck
the other
both of
day,
y'all.
man. tell him how KCS called my phone the other day. Real proud of his name. I'm just chilling in the house regular. I get a phone call. I'm thinking this is my man. I hop on the line. Yo, what up, though? It's Kenny the Slayer. Whoa, hold up. We got a legend on the phone. Hold on. We got a legend on the phone, everybody. Hold up. Everybody stop what you're doing. I said, oh, excuse me, who is this? It's Kenny the Slayer. Oh, Lord. Where you at, Kenny the Slayer? What's going on, man? How you doing, man? How you living? No, man. I was just laughing, man. Cracked me up, man. His father's a good dude, man.
So my father did porn in Germany.
Please.
Porns are called butt naked.
I ain't know that part.
I did. I told you that.
I didn't
I
remember
said
the name.
I said he did 2 movies, Butt Naked 1 and 2.
Not the sequel.
The sequel is crazy.
I've never seen him.
Oh, bro. I'm tearing up, man.
I gotta let him know that I've never seen him. I keep telling him that I've never seen him. But one day, me and my father was just talking. He told me this shit when I was like 15. And my father is a Olympian, like gymnastics. I mean, they took their passports and went to Germany. And when they went to Germany, I don't know what happened, but all of their passports got taken. So now they're living in Germany. And the line he always say, if I never came back, your mother would be a German, because I'd be stuck over there. I said, yo, so what y'all niggas do for money? Like, y'all was just stuck in Germany, like, in the 70s, and like that was a long time ago. He said, son, I was doing porn. I was like,
No.
I said, excuse me? He said, yep, butt naked. He didn't believe this story. My now wife, because I got married in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My now wife gets on the phone. I said, yo, babe, tell him what my father said when you first met him. Like, first ever meet. First. Not the second of the first time you met my father. She said, yeah, Ray. He told me he got a porno out called Butt Naked.
Hey, yo. That's in somebody's collection, too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody that really, like, deep into that porn world got that shit.
He told her, she looked at me. I'm like, hey. But the highlight for me with my dad, other than my dad being a great dad, the only highlight I have that I hate that he won't bring up, because he only bring up porno.
KTS, man.
My father whooped Billy Blank's ass.
I heard about that, Billy.
Billy Blank?
Billy Blank.
From
Who's Billy
Tabo.
Blank?
From Tabo.
Tabo.
With the bald head. He
Bald
like,
head,
he like
dark-skinned
Michael
dude.
Jordan on steroids.
Kickboxing dude with the commercials back in the day.
I have to see a picture. I'm
Tabo.
terrible with names. I'm not going
All
to hold
right,
you.
Google Billy Blanks.
Yeah. Nah, you could just Google Tabo. You're going to see. It's
Yeah,
gonna
Tabo. It's Billy
It's going to be a
Blank's name.
VHS tape of him kicking in the air.
Word.
My father was doing martial arts before he was somebody, before they went on to become actors and stuff. They was in a tournament. And my father has the footage of him whooping his ass in the tournament.
Damn.
That's my proudest moment.
That's dope.
That's my pops, man.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if you ever seen the photo of my father kicking in the sky?
I think I have while looking through it, unless you posted it, unless you have it posted up on your Instagram.
I'll look. But yeah, my dad is a pure martial artist. Like, he got to meet Bruce Lee. He the reason why I like Bruce Lee. He the reason why I like Kung Fu films. The real Kung Fu films. My father's the reason why I don't like special effects in fighting movies.
Word.
My father used to watch Bruce Lee movies, put them in slow-mo, slow them down, so I can see that it's not a special effect. That's why when he be sending me stuff on Instagram and they be like, Look at this stunt double. It don't look like the person. My father used to slow the tape down. He had a VCR that slows it down to show you this is not another guy. This is Bruce Lee kicking faster than the camera can catch it. So my father's. I love martial arts because of my father, and I know martial arts. I made it up. I ain't make it the black belt, but I made it the purple. And then
I got kicked out of karate.
I wanted to do it. I never started.
I got kicked out because I ain't listen. I was a badass kid.
Yo,
I ain't listening. He told me to kick. I wasn't doing it. Like I was well. I was kicking the wrong shit. Like he went in position. He said kick straight. I kicked. Man, I wasn't shit. but not to cut you up. To answer your question, as far as the podcast moments, my favorite podcast moment was me freestyling with Maxwell B. I turned the city up when that happened. It was on me.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
I saw a couple of that too.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite joints. What was the question?
Best and
your
worst.
And my worst, when I don't talk, when I don't talk much, or I don't know much. I don't like not knowing much about something. No, I'm lying. My worst is just not being at certain interviews. I'm like, damn, I should have been at that interview. That's my worst.
and they be interviews he booked.
Where I be booking it.
He was one of the main ones who told me to do Samoa Savage, and then didn't show up.
Yeah, word. Yeah, I don't like missing episodes. If I do, but I don't really like missing them. But
Well, I'll tell y'all what. You said you had to go pick up your kid at what time?
Like 2:45.
2:45.
Like an hour.
Because we still gotta shoot the part out there. But I will hit y'all with a couple more questions real quick.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask when it comes to the vibe between you two, because I used to have a co-host. and it didn't work out, unfortunately.
The black hair you?
Nah.
I'm screaming.
It was a Latino, I guess, version of
Word.
me, because it felt very similar energy, and I think that between y'all, that's really really beautiful, because there's not often you can find a co-host sometimes where it's like y'all could like feed off each other and it not be too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the people who, like you were saying before, who feel over like, you joking too much, yo, honestly, fuck that, bro, because like then they just don't get, like, you know, the vibe of the podcast.
They don't podcast,
for sure.
so they don't understand it.
Because
Then
there's
you watch one episode and make that depiction of it. Like you'll watch one episode with, say you was our guest. Somebody else will watch it and be like, yo, y'all was doing too much with Ayoo Chill podcast. Okay. It's over 150 episodes.
Word.
My favorite show of all time is the Jamie Foxx show. It's a 100 episode show. There's more than 10 episodes I skip when I'm at home streaming. I'm not watching season 3. Like a whole, there is not a person, there probably is. Everybody loves Martin from season 1 through 3. They skip 4 and 5. There's episodes here and there, but that's when they were going through real personal shit with Martin's sexual harassment. And the episodes wasn't clicking because Gina and Martin had no scenes together.
I just want to let you know, Martin, I like every season, every episode. Ain't one I don't like.
That's a fucking
I
lie.
don't care what you say.
That's a
I
fucking.
can't prove it, though.
Your favorite rapper is J. Cole. There's J.
Yeah.
Cole songs you don't like.
Yeah,
This is what I mean by nobody makes anything perfect.
yeah.
It's
Now, it's
true.
not that I don't like them.
It's a negative criticism to it.
Yeah.
Nah, I get that, and you know what's funny? Even this podcast, and why I brought up your dad before was just because, like, you know, I was doing my research on both of y'all, and this podcast has gone nothing like how I thought it would go, but in the best way possible.
How did you
What
thought it was going
what
to
was
go?
your expectations?
I don't know, because I haven't had. Okay, so I've had y'all have made me feel the most comfortable I've felt doing a podcast in my car so far,
Word.
which is great because
Yo, is that Dirk Nowitzki? Nah, never mind.
This nigga holding his stomach? Like, what is going on?
What? You telling me that's not Dirk, son?
Bruh, Dirk just did Dwayne Wade's podcast, nigga. Dirk will never be holding his stomach.
Son, that's
He's holding his
crazy,
stomach
son.
up, son.
I gotta put my glasses back on.
Wow, but go ahead.
no.
How did you thought it was going to go?
I didn't know exactly how I thought it was gonna go, but like it's all been a learning curve for this season because it's brand new.
Word.
I'm doing this car stuff, and it's been hard because like as soon as I start, whenever I pick people up, I'm like, yo, as soon as you get in, it starts. All right,
That's
so
what he said to me.
hell yeah.
He said as soon as you get in, it start. And then you pulled up with the bike, and I was like, all right, he was dead serious.
Hell yeah. So I was like, and sometimes it's hard for people to get like, comfortable to that. And even sometimes, you guys probably deal with it too, where like maybe a guest is being a little bit standoffish, and you have to kind of like pick at them a little bit until they
That's
open
the one
up.
that gave me the hug.
He told me he told me that he was like one of our recent guests. He was like, yo, he got way more personality than I thought they did. And I was like, oh damn, yeah. But they definitely showed out in the interview. The interview was good.
Yeah, I thought the person was gonna come up there and be, oh street. And he showed up and was like, nah. And then he was like, yeah, and I want to freestyle. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I didn't expect it. I thought it was gonna be too cool for. He was
Too cool for
total opposite.
Yeah, nah.
That's great. Yeah, that's always the best. And like when y'all first came into the car, like y'all were just like energy was already on 10. So I was like, all right, fucking bet. Like we in it. And I felt like we talked a lot today about just I don't know, some human shit. Like I didn't get too much. I got in some questions that I wanted to, but just hearing y'all talk and like react, I think that's what the people want, and especially when I have people watch Ayoo Chill. Like I want people to get the other side of like, who you are and stuff. But then I kind of just realized that there's not much of a difference than who you guys are on your podcast when you guys are guesting on other podcasts. Like y'all are really the real deal, whether
Appreciate
you're on your show or on our show. You know
Appreciate
what I mean?
that.
Appreciate that.
Sometimes you got to tell them like, hey yo, just chill.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Hey
a
yo,
fact.
chill.
Nah, people ask us questions like that all the time, but it's like, when you rock with somebody or y'all cool like that and y'all locked in, it ain't that hard. And like the Godcast told us, they was like, yo, we like how y'all not afraid to challenge each other or like say something to one another. It's like, for what? Like, ain't like I can't tell my man, yo, you want some bullshit or but it don't really never come to that. So that's why it works.
Hell yeah.
There is no looking bad on the camera because.
Where
And I tell him this all the time. He's seen me argue with people. I'm naturally a loud talker. I'm never mad enough. Only at my biological brothers. I'm never mad enough to argue with somebody to want to fight. Only my brothers, because we gonna fight and hug and move on. I'm never that mad. There's nothing he can say to me that'll piss me off enough to be like, what you trying to do then? So it'll never look like that on the podcast. And we can be screaming. He's sweating, I'm sweating. It's never going to come to, we have argued before. We was at a huge production.
Yeah, we podcasting, bro. Pull up.
It was a huge production podcast. We was interviewing the CEO.
He said, Ray, you can't be late all the time. You always late.
This one he used to be late all the time. They set up. Ray showed up 5 minutes before we was about to go. They had to redo it all and set up for 3 people. Me and him was in that hallway having a full argument.
He said, Ray, why you always late?
Ray like, yo, calm down. We about to go in there. I said, you ain't got to worry about that shit. When the camera come the fuck on,
he said, we gonna be who we be, right?
Fucking happen. And we gonna be who we be. But I'm gonna tell you about your fucking self right now, motherfucker.
Nah, we into that shit. I'm like, bro, what you so mad for?
The lady came out. She like, y'all all right? I said, yo, give me a minute. Because Ray like, yo, it was 5 minutes. Like, we were scheduled for 1. It was 12:56. I said, you ain't got to talk about, we about to go the fuck in there.
He said,
when
Ray,
we get the fuck in there.
He said, Ray, don't talk to me right now.
I said, son, when we sit the fuck down, you gonna act like we never argue. That's exactly how this about to go. It's fuck you as soon as that camera go off, son. We went in there and did 2 interviews. It looked like we never argued. And then we left.
Facts.
But that 5 minutes, he walked up smiling and everything. He went to shake my hand. I said, man, get the fuck
He said, get out my face, man. He said, I'm mad at you right now.
Soon as he walked up, soon as he walked in the building, because she was like, is your guest coming? It's 12:50. I said, yo, I don't know. You might as well just set up for just me and you. She was like, all right. He walked up like, yo, they ready? I was like, yo, fuck you. He was like, damn, bro. He was like, because people don't think we argue. He like, damn, bro, we right in the hallway. He like, damn, bro. What the fuck? I said, son, you always doing some bullshit. You don't give a fuck about other people's time. You only give a fuck up. So she was like, just give us 15 minutes and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, yo, the reason why you don't have any idea about other niggas' time is because you don't know what niggas got to do after this. Like, you don't know what that is. It's just, yo, be there at that time. Be there at that time. So I was just going the fuck off. And he like, yo, you good? I said, nah, I'm not good because you're not fucking getting it. Mind you, this is an argument we have all the time. But I'm mad that I have to have it with you in public. Because when we in our studio, we the only niggas in the building. But I'm so mad, I need you to see. And she not making it no better by saying dumb shit like, it's all right. No, the fuck it ain't. How I beat you?
Now look,
I beat this nigga here and took an Uber.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you the argument,
took
right?
a fucking
Let me tell you, right?
Uber, son.
Let me tell you, right? This is what I say. If you tell me to be there at 1 o'clock, if I'm there before 1 o'clock, I'm not late.
Could you let him know that's not on time?
I will say this because I just put it on my Instagram story yesterday. I had to be in Brooklyn at a shoot at 1 p.m. And let alone it was an unpaid shoot, so I was volunteering my time. And I got there at 12:45.
Yeah.
I took the train in from Jersey City. I took the path in, right? And I left my house at 10:30 a.m. So I did that. But you know what sucks is that it was a terrible example about coming on early to a set because when I got there, they pushed it back half an hour.
Damn.
And then the talent didn't show up till 4.
Damn.
So,
But let me tell you why I say
but
this.
early
right?
is always better.
I'm an early person.
Early is on time.
I'm an early person. I literally said this to him, and he didn't even acknowledge the fucking words. I said, what the fuck was you doing if I wasn't here early? You walking in here 5 minutes before we record, so if I'm not here, they just gonna cancel it. One half of us are here. The reason why we're able to fucking do it is because I'm here to let them know, like, nah, we doing it. If I'm not here, when you show up at 12:55, they probably took us off the schedule already. Now we both late.
But look, though,
He's gotten way better. I'm not gonna lie.
though, if I was there at 12:55 or 12, I did at 12:50. He told my swap, I was there 10 minutes. I get there at 12:50. They like, yo, we still on that 1 o'clock? Yeah, shut up, go ahead. He be here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you should show up even earlier just to piss him off.
Thank you.
Be like, you be the hero.
Look, right,
Bro, he used to show up to our studio on time. I'm setting all that shit up by myself.
One time, I forgot who was in. We was interviewing somebody. So I get there, I'm like, oh, this nigga told me to be here earlier, and they ain't even here yet. He told me the time. He told me like 30 minutes before. Cause he know if I'm coming, I'm gonna get there at the time. Like I'm not coming 20 minutes early. I'm not coming. It depends on who it is, but you know, I'm gonna get there, whatever. But if I'm coming late, I'm coming late. That's just happening. But I'll be on time.
I'll tell him what your late calls is now.
What?
If he come late, like, say you schedule for 1 o'clock, and you show up at 12:30, he has until 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Unless he just got me mad, and we just gonna start. Because the reason why I tell him to do early, we could get ahead of schedule. You came early. Let's knock it out.
Facts.
So this is exactly, and it has happened. We had a DJ come. Ray was excited for this interview.
Oh yeah.
They coming
facts.
from
He
the
did me dirty.
same city and
Start
state.
before I get there.
Bro, get there on time. Like he get there at 1 on the dot.
Nah, he got there like 105. I got there like 110.
Ray got there at 1:15.
No, 115. So don't listen to it.
We started the interview. Ray came. Nah. You can sit and watch.
First of all, he ain't say all that. I'm trying to let these people, he ain't say all that.
He
But
said,
nah,
I
I
ain't say
did
all
watch
that.
it though.
When we was on the phone, I said, yo, Ray, if you ain't here on time, I'm locking the door, and you just gonna have to sit out there like a guest. That's the exact same thing.
Nah,
Why would I want to say all that long shit? Like, why would I, like, that means you can sit on the other side of the camera.
He coming back though, so we gonna double back on that.
And they say it in the interview. They'll be like, yo, the dude, DJ Ride Out,
Yeah.
he literally said at the end of his interview, maybe you could come the fuck on time.
He was first of all, he wasn't on time, so he might as well just had waited for him.
It's cool for the
He might as
guest.
well just had waited.
The guest was 5 minutes late. I'm fine with that. He was 5 minutes late and still beat the co-host. Come on, son. What we talking about?
I think the justification from you is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I'm always
My man
defend
is
myself.
just struggling.
I'm gonna always defend myself. I'm gonna defend myself until it don't make no
Yo,
sense.
his lateness is
Man's
almost.
getting stomped out. He's like, I still got my hits in though.
Facts.
Yo, his lateness is almost broke us up. Cause I'm just like, yo, you not coming on time, son. And then he started coming on. And don't get me wrong, when we first got the studio, this motherfucker was there on time all the time. About 2 weeks in, this nigga was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get there when I get there. And I'm like, nigga, I gotta go get my son. That schedule don't change. He like, ah. And then the icing on the cake, like people like to say, was when I couldn't do the interview because my son had a half a day. I said, Ray, I'm going to reschedule it. This motherfucker goes, nah.
No. This nigga said nah unless you want to carry it. You want to do the interview.
Nah, this nigga said. So he a LeBron fan. He said, give it to me. I said, nah.
Fuck outta
I
here.
said, nah. I'm going to reschedule it. Last minute, I said, yo, you sure? He said, I got you, bro. I got you.
Nigga overslept.
Give it to me. It's scheduled for 11. That's why I can't do it. I set up. The guests get there 15 minutes early. No, it was set up for 12. The guests get there 15 minutes early. I text Ray like, yo, where you at? I know he's always late. I'm like, yo, where you at? Da-da-da. So I explained to the guests that it's going to be Ray. I got to go get my son. I can't. He like, all right, cool. Text Ray again. Ray not answering. Calling us. Called him like 100 times. Now it's emergency level. He ain't answering. Mind you, this all I keep thinking in my head. Give it to me. I ain't gonna let you down.
This is my worst nightmare, by the way. What he's going through is like that's my worst nightmare.
Watch this. I look at the clock. The guest sitting there. I look at the clock. It's the worst day I ever had podcasting. The roadcast, the soundboard part won't work.
Damn.
So I don't care what you think. The horns, I have nothing. I gotta clap for him manually. All that.
Yeah, that's wild. I ain't gonna lie.
We do the whole episode. Me and him, knock it out. 45 minutes. Questions, crack jokes, that. I did it in 45 minutes. About 30 minutes into the interview, this nigga texts me. My bad, bro. I overslept.
Yeah, I was on demon time, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch this.
That wasn't on purpose though.
My boy, bro.
Ask him, no bullshit, no joking shit. Ask him the next time he's ever got an opportunity to do a solo episode.
It probably was like a couple months after that.
Never.
Nah, it was a couple months after that. I was about to do another one.
I was sick and I canceled it.
It was somebody else.
I was sick and I canceled it. And I told
Who
you
was
they
it, though?
canceled.
But I was about to do it though. I
Yeah,
forgot who it was
but
though.
I couldn't trust him so much. I just canceled that shit.
That's when you woke up. What was going through your mind? Like you were just like, "Yo, I'm gonna just text this man sorry."
That shit was like this. He was like,
I fucked yeah. I woke up. I'm like, oh shit.
He said, I fucked
I was sleeping good. So I remember that shit. I woke. I was like, oh shit. Looked at my phone. I was like.
And I wasn't even
my bad.
texting him no rude shit. I was just like, yo, where the fuck you at, son?
Dude, my heart.
No, I
would
think I was.
literally be in my ass.
No lie. I think I was sick that day. I think I was sick. And you know when you go to sleep when you sick, it's like, you know how that go. But it's crazy because I woke up probably like 30 minutes after they was done. 30 minutes, 35 minutes after that. And I was like, oh shit. I seen the text message. I'm like, damn. But yeah, shout out my boy K Simba, man.
Dude, I would literally wake up like I have this weird thing. I used to get I grew up with night terrors and stuff like so I used to have them really bad. And I don't really get night terrors anymore like that. I used to get sleep paralysis too. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
I know what it is, but
where you can't move, you're awake but you can't move.
Yeah, I think y'all.
That'd be the worst.
I think y'all. You know what? I just continue.
But I still to this day, if I wake up like panicked or I feel like I gotta do something, like I'll immediately like if I was you in that situation, I would have woke up. Oh fuck!
like breathing hard and shit.
Dude, I wake up like
I
on
get that
1,000.
Yeah,
it's
I
crazy,
get that
and that's what happens to me sometimes. Like one time, like I booked a podcast and I thought I woke up late to it, but I booked it for like a Friday, and it was Thursday. But I woke up on Thursday, like as if it was Friday.
Yeah,
and I
I've
was
been
like,
there before.
what time is it? I was like, oh fuck, it's over. Like
it's like waking up after taking a nap after school and thinking you late for school.
Yeah.
day,
Nah, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. So fellas, holy shit, this has been a podcast.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all so much. We got one little part to record next, but I'm not gonna sign out yet. Let's just move on to the next part, and then we'll close off there.
All right, let's
Sound
get
like
it.
a plan?
Let's
All
get
right,
it.
bet. Couple last questions before we close out the podcast. I talk a lot about how people get inspired by seeing people who are around the community, in the community, and lifting the people up. They get inspired by seeing them do that. And, the fact that this podcast, you have over 100 videos posted up on YouTube. I'm very sure you have even more podcasts recorded that include just audio podcasts. What advice would you give people who are trying to do what you guys do?
There is a fan base for everybody. There's no one fan base that doesn't exist. There's a fan base for literally every single thing. So if you want to turn on the camera to talk about grass, there's a fan base of people who only study and research nature and grass. So don't think what you like is corny. Because you think growing up, depending on what area you from, you watch anime, and then you see you would make a lot of money in anime. So don't ever forget that there is a fan for everything in life, even the dark stuff.
Just be yourself, man, and know what you're getting yourself into. That's my advice for anybody coming up in whatever they want to do. Whether you do music, whether you podcast, talk show, whatever you do, be yourself, be who you truly are, and do your research on what you're trying to get into. And that's the best advice I can give for you.
The last question I have for you guys. When it comes to Jersey, when it comes to the culture, when it comes to building this, how can we be more supportive, sow more love, and create something for future generations to use forever?
I'm pro Jersey, no matter the city, county, whatever. I'm pro Jersey. Drop the egos. Drop the egos. Nobody, unless you're a celebrity or a superstar from Jersey, nobody is where they want to be at in whatever craft they doing. If you see somebody else coming up in that craft, lend a hand. Or if you see they really serious about what they doing, if you are accessible to them and they can reach you or some type of way, don't play them out. Don't do that corny shit. Like, don't play them out or, try to look at them like they not other. Because you can learn something from anybody. Like I said, whether they up and coming or they established in some type of way. But that's my only thing. Just lose the egos and let's all get this money together.
Just because somebody helps you don't mean it's going to work. So don't expect instant success or instant positive reviews on something you did because it didn't work. You can get the biggest artist from New Jersey or the biggest actor from New Jersey or the biggest actress from New Jersey or the biggest painter from New Jersey and it don't work. That don't mean they didn't help you. It just didn't work. You didn't promote it right. All right, he did the song, but he ain't promote it. My name was enough. You didn't ask for a music video. You didn't ask for none of that. You just assumed I was going to do that for you. I don't know you. We just from the same state, so you got the discount. Don't ever think that someone owes you 100% of their time because a bigger person giving you 5% of their time is better than none of it. But if it don't work, that don't mean you play them like, oh, I see you did a song with such and such. And they go, yeah, but it ain't do nothing. That don't mean you didn't get the song.
That's on you.
You still got the song. Or I seen you had this guest on your podcast. Yeah, but he gave me 40 views. That's not on him. He came and sat down. So don't ever think because somebody helped you and it didn't work, that is their fault.
Word.
It just didn't work.
I agree.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Hey, yo, that was hilarious.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Please let the people know where they can find you. Instagrams, YouTubes, TikToks, whatever y'all on. Let the people know.
Word.
All right. Yo, this Dope Boy from the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. It's the I Don't Care What You Think podcast on every single platform except for Instagram. On Instagram is IDCWYT_podcast. That's how you find the podcast on Instagram. But everywhere else is I Don't Care What You Think podcast. We drop new episodes every single Thursday. I'm Dope Boy. I'm not going to give them my personal Instagram because that ain't the Instagram I'm trying to build. But that's where you can find us at.
Word, and y'all know what's going on. It's the Young Stallion Race Spitter, a.k.a. The Last Dawn. Big dog for real. You can find me on Instagram, RVYSPITTA. That's everywhere. Apple Music and all the other platforms you can listen to my music at is RAYSPITTA, all one word. I don't care what you think podcast, because we don't care what you think. And we here with the Ayoo Chill podcast, and we just cooked up a banger. Hope you like what you heard.
And you already know the business. Ayo Chill Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you find your podcast, wherever you watch your podcast, literally anywhere. Also, by the time this comes out, ayochill.com will be in full effect. You can grab your merch there, grab your t-shirts, grab your hoodies, grab your I've been chilled pillows, I've been chilled tote bags, or I've been chilled, however you want to think about it. But show some love, like, comment, subscribe, and yo, that's it, yo. Let's get out of here, yo. Appreciate yo. Bro, it's a fucking pod. Holy shit.
Yo, this dope boy from I Don't Care What You Think podcast, and sometimes you just gotta watch us on the Ayoo Chill podcast. Thank you.